Hello, welcome to the circus. Online with me. I am Johnny, and let's go ahead and breathe, relax, unclench your asshole, do a little breathing because this is going to be rough in theory to you. We're getting there. This is the video. The theme is holiday striking, holiday boycotting. And I have already made a video. Um, hey, I have my winter glasses are on because it's getting cold. Um, I've already had a video that I told you to quit your job. Nobody's ready for that. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna give you options for you to try to have an easier time transitioning to the change of the world. I am not going to speed it up. This whole thing is about you slowing down, all of us slowing down. The speed that we've had is based on capitalism. The propaganda that we've had since birth has been there for 80 years. It is time to change things and to break our patterns that no longer align with us. Not everyone is going to agree with all this. Not everyone is going to be like, oh, yeah. Some people literally feel that they are not possible. They're not strong enough to handle things. And that's why nobody really gives a shit about oh, quit your job. They're not ready for that. I get it. Um, we're figuring it out. I want you to focus first off and foremost that strikes, boycotting are working. If we just look at boycotting with the Disney, with the Nintendo, with Target, Starbucks, everything has been breaking down. And I want you to keep this in mind that things like when we strike and boycott slightly, the rich and the billionaires will be like, oh, I really need to fix this. And then they're going to try and convince you, actually, I'll help you. Disney's saying, I'll give you $3. No, that's not the point of it. The point of us is to transition for a better life. The rich will not give it to you. You have to want it yourself. Not everyone is going to be able to do that, but a lot of people are going to. I'll get to that at a point. So we know it works. Fucking by a fact, this shit works. And I want you to keep in mind that there are activists in the past who have done things much stronger, much demanding than you are being asked now. We know that there's Harriet Tubman has done the Underground Railroad. She did a lot of shit. Casey Jones, they did the striking for a union. They did a bunch of shit there. You're not going out! My cat. I didn't give you a treat because you were a bitch. You didn't listen when I whistled. It's up to you. I'm doing my shit. You go eat your food. So when we have all of these people, activists for a lot of things, and actually I'm an asshole. I forgot to go look who is the face of disability, the ADA in the 70s. I fucking forgot. Or shit, was it in the 90s? Yeah, I don't know shit. But ultimately, we have had, as we have in America, it was built on slavery and genocide. Bit by bit, we've had activists who decide to choose hope for changes for the way things are. It's not as ultimate as we want, but all of those things, the rights that you have right now, is based on people who chose to do their best and they did not accept the bullshit of the world. Um, it's not as much as they could have, but I mean, actively, they didn't have the internet. So when we think about all of this shit, um, all of this activist, the rights that we have, which is, I get it, you're stressed, but relax, please. I really mean this. Slow down, breathe, sigh, and relax. They are trying to take away your rights, but people have already done this before you, before all of us. Um, and that was when they didn't have the internet. They didn't have the conveniences that we have now, which is a hit or miss. Convenience is a scam too, but we'll get there at some point. The When rich people create things, they do not have any foresight. So even though an actual account or a philosopher or somebody who is literally reading patterns, they would say, actually, this could happen. The rich people would go, I don't fucking care. Because guess what? I want my profits and I don't care. They're like, oh, I'll get there when I get there. If there's a lawsuit, I'll deal with it. Um, the things that they've created for us has given us an option that while people probably told them this probably will happen, they were like, I don't give a shit, and now we have it. Some of the tools that the rich create are for us, even though they don't realize that it's going to be the way it is, because everything is cyclical. What we have right now is the internet. I've already talked about this. The internet is communications. And the point that we have with all of this, it's social media is bad. But a lot of things, when we have technology, can give you great things and bad things, and you have to choose what you're doing with it. They did not have it, our activists in the past. They did not have the option to say what they want to say. There was no internet. There was no option to speak about all of those. Their reliance, everything that they had of media was based on the publishing. So we still have it. They try to do this with the internet where they say, here's the terms of service, I can flag you. Here's the this and that, I'm not going to accept this. That we've seen this from all the late night comedians, whatever the fuck. They're going to try and do that. But that's, like I said, the foresight of the rich people does not exist. So here we are. We're communicating a lot. And they're trying to suppress it, and it's not going to work the way they're thinking it is. I'm not giving you a treat. You didn't come in when I whistled. It's up to you, man. You fucked it over. Try it tomorrow. Thank you. Um so when we have our option to think about, oh, there's people who have the same mindset. We know this, we can connect globally. But that's not actually, that's what we want right now, which is to realize, guess what? So many people have all of these same ideas. We have this silly TikTok. We all think it's hilarious. We have all of these cool things about politicians, and we think about what we're dealing with, all of that. So we have the connection to know what people are similar with. Um, and we're going to see from this video that there's going to be a lot of views. It's going to be viral. You're going to see that, oh shit, there's a lot of people who are thinking the same thing that I am. Um, and that's going to be your numbers, but it's just a number, and I don't know that you're going to realize that that's possible. I also want you to straight up and go connect with people literally in your vicinity, your neighbors, your friends, your family. If you chat with people a little bit to see, oh, how do you feel about this? Um, Even when it's people who's on the politic wrong side or whatever. If you're different from your politic beliefs, which is we're all propagandized, okay? What do we even care? The the side of it almost doesn't matter because when you talk to them and you go, hey, I don't make enough money, I can't fucking buy a house, I can't fucking afford shit, and instead of saying I'm being wage theft, I'm being scammed from this, the government is screwing us. If you ignore that, if you just say all of this shit, they're gonna be like, yeah, I can't afford shit, and they're probably still voting for Trump or voting for whoever the fuck. And they're like, yeah, when we get to the grit of all of this, yeah, we have the same shit. And then we go, well, what if we all took a day off? What if we all stopped buying this shit? What if I just got shit from the thrift store? Somebody would be like, yeah, that makes sense. The people around you, literally all of you, people all around you are going to be like, I agree. That's totally what's happening to me. All of us, we're the working class. We all have the same environment. It's difference based on, whatever the fuck. But the core of all of this is the same. You are not alone. The isolation is based on capitalism, based on the propaganda that we've had since birth. Um and that's why we're so much also alike too. They want you to never remember that there's people around you. They want you to always feel like I'm stuck, I'm alone, there's no one to help me, no one's like me, no one gives a shit about me, I can't help anyone, no one can help me. That's what they want you to feel like because that's survival mode. Fear is the reason why capitalism has been thriving. You do not have to hold that. And I know you're not ready for the I can't quit my job. Okay, I'm getting there. Relax. This is the point of it, to breathe, to slow it up. That's what we want to do, to slow stuff so we can realize how much our life matters. The billionaires want you to know your ones and zeros, your dimes, your pennies. We don't give a shit. Hi, booger. You're getting nothing. Um, you want our little rock, cutie? Yeah, I'm busy. And also, you didn't come when I whistled. Try it yourself. Why don't you go eat and drink water, please? Yeah, I don't edit for a reason. I don't do that kind of stuff because I literally want it to be slowing up the things that is there. Our life is so damn short that the more you pour it into this fucking machine, your life will be blown away like dust. You're never going to have anything that you cared about. With that said, this applies to the things that you're getting as a consumer. Um, your wage fucking sucks, and yet they still want you to spend money on whatever corporation they have. You're expected to take your meager allowance from your stupid job. Carl! What is going on? Okay. The energy is something else, I guess. Eat your food. So we shit. Um okay, so we already know your allowance from the billionaires is like they still want you to spend your shit on actual bullshit. They want you to go spend all of that. Here's some plastic. Would you like some? You need it. You need the plastic. That's what they're trying to get you all of that. Fuck it. Everything sucks. Everything that they make sucks now. Because, capitalism. They don't give you enough to buy a house. Why would you go and spend your money on all that? We're gonna come into this holidays. Holidays has so much money for no fucking reason. Christmas didn't used to always be this. Holidays didn't used to be like all of this. I only know Christmas. What do you know? I'm white. What a surprise. Um, the amount of presents is like, come on, man. Ever since the unions from the 50s, that's when kids had real toys. They used to just have shit like coats and socks. You still get them if you're fucking poor, which technically everybody is. But because of the capitalism, they wanted you to think you have to give toys for your kids. They always want you to be in lack, in survival mode, that you think, I need this job, I need to, otherwise I will starve and die. That is not the case, but nobody's ready for it yet, and that's okay. We're going to baby step our way to what we're gonna do for the transition, for actually good shit. You don't believe you're ready because of the way that they have told you for so damn long. I have videos of me crying for capitalism and still being like, oh, I can't fucking do shit. All of us are like that, okay? Listen, I'm a human being. The rest of us are fucking humans. So yeah, we're all gonna be like, oh shit. They really do a dirty on you, okay? All of us. That's like everybody. So yeah, we all have the same environment that we have with our society. When we decide to hold on from spending, when we choose to call out sick from whatever job you work for, the corporation you work for, when you spend time being like, I don't make enough money, what will it do if I just take a day off? You can't afford it anyway. What's the point? When you agree to the capitalistic propaganda that you still need the money and you still need to work, it means you're still feeding the capitalism, which is exactly where they want you to do. It is the 250 year next year, and it's going to change whether you're there or not. There are going to be people in your neighbor on this little video from all of these other communists or hopeful creators. There's gonna be bubbles everywhere that we all know the same thing, and guess what? They have the same themes, that we don't deserve this bullshit. And then they're like, okay, I can try stuff. So there will be people who go and they want to change things. They build community. They go for free stuff. They go for sharing. They go for helping. It will change. The best thing you can do, because it's going to change whether you're there or not, the best thing you can do is transition into it, because we're all going to do these fantastic, fabulous things. It's either you're going to be suffering longer for fucking no reason, or you see that the things are going to change and I want to actually practice myself for the transition that it's going to be. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. No, but seriously, for real, everything is going to change in such a huge way. Um, that's why I'm coming here for the holiday, for y'all to practice it. The practices I'm telling you is you have all of the December for all of these holidays. There's always Monday. Monday is actually nobody does shit, but it's so important for no reason. Um, the hours that we have is bullshit. The wage is bullshit. What we can do is there's always at least 4 or 5 Mondays of a goddamn month. So here we come in the December, that's our holidays. We can call out sick for our jobs. I don't have a job. I am a YouTuber, so I'm not going to do it the same way that you are. I'll get to that in a point. But a lot of people are still cogs to the machine and they're not ready to transition yet. So it's a great thing to do to realize and practice to spend time with yourself. Call out sick. Oh, my boss is going to call for a doctor note. Call it food poisoning. Oh, if it's food poisoning, they have to prove it. You're on a phone call. Go pour water into your toilet. Boom. And if they fucking give you more, then first of all, your job is a nightmare. And then second of all, you can just say, why don't you asshole, afford a doctor and come and fix it for me? Are they going to do that? No, because they're also in the like idea, okay? So you have options for this all of these Mondays. So everybody can decide, you know what? I'm going to break. I'm going to figure out what I'm doing. I'm going to spend time to know who I am or spend time for people that I love. I'm going to do the shit I want to do. Hey, brother. Brother. Okay, do your thing. So when we spend our time for the things that matter instead of the job, which is just one thing, a Monday, maybe 2 Mondays. If you're working on an actual holiday like a Christmas or Kwanzaa or what the hell do they say for Hanukkah? All of those, like, fuck it, man. You don't have to work then either. So if you do that and if you realize all of these people are going to try this is a great idea for you to be like, okay, I can take a step there where I'm going to spend a day off. You can literally lie. Um are they going to see this video? Yeah, but what can they fucking do? A YouTuber said that you can call out sick and lie for them. Yeah, they do that all the time. If there's a concert, they do that if they're doing literally anything. The staff shortage is the only company's issue, which is global, which is especially for us national. That's their own issue, man. Obviously, shit don't work. So we spend our time to calling out sick, taking time for ourselves, the stuff that we want to do, connecting with people that we want to do. Um, when you break from your job, you're gonna realize, oh, what's so bad about this? Because this is an intentional thing that you're doing that is great. It is fabulous. And then you're like, well, if I'm choosing not to do this, I'm literally not sick. Um, what the hell, man? Let me see what I can do with my time. It is your fucking time. The companies is the worst. Like, the system we have is the nightmare that we all have. Baby steps to know ourselves, spending time for love that we have with our people, making connections with people, and building traditions. The traditions in America right now is fucking bullshit, like all these bullshit holidays. Which, by the way, the whole point of the holiday sales, we literally have learned that that doesn't occur anymore. That is not a real sale. A couple years ago, they had Black Friday, which is the end of the Thanksgiving, which is all, yeah, we're that's I know that's a bullshit. Don't worry about that. We're deal with it. Figure it out. But the Black Friday used to be a whole ass thing, and guess what? They price it up and lie to you that it's a sale. Boom. Guess what? You think that's not gonna occur to goddamn Christmas? Dude, the rich people are addicted to money. They're not going to go and tell you. Obviously, they're lying. Obviously, they're letting people be murdered. Obviously, people are dying from whatever the fuck else. They don't give a shit. So, your sale is a lie anyway. You're in a scam. This is the hugest Ponzi scheme of all time. And it's the whole country. So, whoa, whoa, whoa. I know it's big. They propagandized you until since birth. Relax. Let me breathe with you right now. Okay? This shit is going to change. It is your time to practice. Not all of everyone who's going to see this is going to go, okay. Some people are going to be like, oh, you're fucking wrong. Do I give a shit? No. I mean, that means you're just gonna suffer for what you choose. And I'm cool with that. I'm aware of that. People behave based on what they believe. There you go. They're still gonna be like, oh, there's good people who are gonna be like, you're fucking crazy. I'm crazy when literally you can't afford to eat. I'm crazy. That's fine. That's fine. I know. I'm crazy to you because you very much so live with this system and it's ingrained into you, and you feel that you can't weed out bullshit of your life. You're not strong enough to pull weeds. That's okay. You'll get there. I still garden, so yeah, I'm still talking about that. Why are you breaking my shit, Carl? The flies are gone, so fix it. Um, so the whole thing. Why are you breaking that? So ultimately, the corporations you want to stop, obviously not Amazon. Don't buy from Amazon. Don't buy from Walmart. Don't buy from all of the corporations. You can choose things if you're like, oh, I have littles. They need toys. Do they? But okay. All right. If you really think they need toys, there's other things you can do. You can create crafts for your kids. You can do it with them. That's literal time that will be memorable for them because they will not remember a toy. They will never remember a toy. They will remember a story based on a toy. They will never remember the toy itself. If you think you want more toys, it's based on nostalgia and lack. That's why people do it as an adult. It's a different thing. Children, though, that doesn't even matter. When you make it more enriched for your child, that's going to be what's going to be lasting for the holidays that you're doing right now. You can still get certain toys. I know Etsy is fucked up. It's iffy. It's still better than that. You can always try stuff from the thrift store. You can try for Facebook Marketplace. I don't know if we even do Craigslist anymore, but whatever. There's other things you can do for yard sales, whatever it may be. You have options more than just the plastic that they're making you buy. You are a grown adult. You can choose what you want in your life. And you can be like, I'm not doing that anymore. Boom. You can solve your own issues, bruh. Everyone can. I know it's hard to get there, but this is a really easy way to practice for the actual change that's going to be there. I already expect that there's a lot of people who agree to this. I chat with my neighbors. I have like 3 neighbors who fucking agree the same shit that I talk about. I chat with it with my mom. We have the same agreement on all this. There's another neighbor. Okay, we could have pretty much agree that this is all bullshit. So, yeah. We're all on the same wavelength. All of us, dude. They want to make sure you don't know that there's a wavelength, but there is. We all have the same ideas. When we call out sick, when we decide not to buy the same shit for just the holidays, we're not even talking about it. And I'm saying at least one day for yourself, and you have 4 Mondays. 4 Mondays. And it's not just you, it's this one and that one. If you just say, hey, guess what? We have the internet, we have the communication. I'm going to choose this. I know this person is going to do it because here's these big numbers that we have on this video that I'm just saying right now. We're going to have all of these. Boom. Even if I looked at the numbers of this view, and then you go and take it for a quarter of that, that's still enough to make a dent for um the billionaire addiction people. They always need money, and it's never gonna be enough. So when you take a small dent, they're gonna sweat, and you're going to practice this because this is not only what we're doing. When you take your time to practice for a small thing, you're going to be able to get into more things for bigger things, which we are going to do bigger things. There's going to be risks. Everything, the state is going to get violent. They're going to try and do all this. But when we're taking things simpler, a practice like this, and they can't even resist you because we're all in our place. So when we had those protests and strikes, it was fish in a barrel. And so the state could go, okay, I'm going to kick your ass. I'm going to brutalize you. I'm going to probably accidentally kill people, or vice versa. The internet has given us the option to not have a barrel of fish. We have it as a huge ass, like, fucking Lake Michigan. We have all this fish. We're everywhere, man. How are you gonna catch all of us? Oh, fuck me. Um, we have the access of the wavelength that is everywhere. The point of it is that we're so connected, but so far apart that everything is possible, man. And the violence that you're thinking it's going to be, it's not the same that we've had in the past. At least it gave us a theme for these activists to be like, okay, I know how they did it. And that's a hard one that they did. You can come over here and guess what? I have an easy one going on right now. This is fucking simple. This is easy. This is simple. This is fucking national. This is global. We're gonna get to this point. Um, and the violence is the only thing that has been what America is in the first place. We're gonna still get a little bit of violence, but to resist the empire we have right now, the best way we can do is to make it simple and cheap and easy and just full of love. Everything that they've had, anytime we have something good, we have a pattern history for all these people have only had hope to get things going. If you think you are hopeless, then nothing will be done. Everything that we've had in all of our lives, all of our rights, is because people had hope. They knew that we could do things. The propaganda that we have right now is trying to think you can do nothing. Bitch, please. We can do so much. We can do so much, man. Let me look at this to see what else I was writing. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, let me say this. That well, no, I've read it wrong. Um, mm, yeah, everything is just. I'm good at this. And also keep in mind this shit works. Yeah, I'm getting there. So when we spend our time for what we want, because you're dying, we're all dying. Why are we dying for an asshole who doesn't even like their money? They need it, but they don't like it, and their life is in their own nightmare. So why do we even want to enable that? You have the time for your life, all of us. This is me based on all of the healing that I've done all summer. Um, Not everybody has to. It depends on your soul, like what you're wanting in your life. Sometimes it takes longer, sometimes it's easier for others, and bro, we're humans. We're not a monolith, but we are kind of because we have the same ideas because they did propagandas, all of us. Um so we're going to spend our time figuring stuff out. You want to create things in some form. You want to learn all of your hobbies. You want to connect with all of the people near you. You want to create actual friendships that really resonates with what you are. The individualism is a scam from capitalism. You yourself are an individual based on your soul, but you are never alone. That's the whole thing about propaganda from capitalism is that you can't do shit. Everyone can do a lot of things, and we do better when we're together. So we're doing this shit. I am striking and boycotting for all of December. You're gonna see a few more videos for November. You're gonna see me some October, but you will not see shit in December because I am not working. The whole December is my strike. I'm not doing a damn thing. I'm not filming during December. I'm not doing shit. I'm figuring out my life. I'm enjoying my whatever traditions I may desire, and I'm connecting with people. And of course, I'm still gardening because that's my own work. I do that. It's not for money, it's for my connection with the earth. Yeah, I won't be doing this shit. You will not see me having videos where I edit it. It will not occur. Everything will be the way it is. I'm not always gonna be doing all of this stuff. I feel that this is I always will do things. It just won't always be this stuff. So use it while it's here, cause I ain't gonna do this forever. I got other plans, man. I love art. I want to try literally everything. Literally. Literally. So I've got other shit in my life that I want to do. I value what we're doing for this change, and I like to be here um, front and center, and we're going to figure out things. We are going to have to defend things, but guess what? We're practicing. We're practicing. You want to build the hope now so that you can resist and be able to defend for things that you love. You don't have a sense of love as much as you could have without breaking down our system, spending time and practicing for the things we want to change, that whole shebang. Bitch, I'm doing that too. You're gonna see me in a few more videos for this. I'm not gonna do videos as often because that shit's bullshit. It's capitalism. I'm not doing that. I'll show you videos maybe twice a month at best. I will want to be slower, very much so. Um, and thank you for coming here. Breathe, unclench your asshole, think about who you are, and spend time to actually sit down for 5 minutes, sit in your own brain, figure out your own energy so you can figure out shit going on. I am a communist and they will definitely not let me do this. So if you want to see more of my views, which goddamn you should, put on that sub and put on that bell because you will not see this shit. Because I will be shadow banned. Because all of the system is full of billionaires. So I'm gonna need y'all to literally figure it out. It's not gonna you're not gonna be overwhelmed from my shit anymore. Cause bitch, I'm not doing it that often. But the note for a reason. I'm breathing and having my life. So relax, slow it up, literally. Connect with people. Begin the practice for striking, for boycotting. figuring out stuff. Localities is awesome. Figuring out where you are matters. And that includes the people that you need. You need, you love, you want. So, thank you for listening to all of this. This is a long video for a goddamn reason. We're slowing it up for a reason. If you needed me to say this fast, then you're not ready. You are not ready. And I get it. It just means you need to spend time to figure it out. Slow yourself up. We're going to get there, okay? Thank you for being here. Thanks for listening to this. And look around. There's a lot of us. There's a lot of us. I'm not just one creator. There's many. We are legion of love. We're gonna figure it out. So I'll see you guys later. Thank you. Bye.